Hi everybody, welcome to Wednesday's video lecture. I'm sorry that I can't be there with you today, but I do believe that this video lecture will be a very good proxy. And in particular, what I'd like you to do is try and stay with the discussion, and at points you might even pause the videos just to think for yourself about what the theory suggests before you actually hear me talk. I hope that the 12 Angry Men video was enjoyable for you and helped you to understand how principles of management can be actually applied in a pseudo real world situation. As you know now, it speaks a lot to issues like diversity, synergy, conflict, even leadership, among others. So it is a classic movie that is shown to individuals in classes like this. And I do hope that you enjoyed it. In terms of how this will work for the next hour-ish, I'm going to put on YouTube, this one being the first, a series of videos. So you need to watch all of them because I can only get them into 9-minute chunks. So I'm going to have to try and watch my time clock here to make sure that I don't go over 9 minutes because it's not easy for me to post it otherwise. So with that said, the question of the day is, how can you be motivated? Again, you were asked to create a business and apply motivational theories to the creation of that business. Now I want us to twist it and think, how can these theories be practical in terms of helping you and others to think about motivating people at an individual level? What we're going to do is focus on a number of different theories and how they apply. And in particular, I had planned to do this today anyway. I realize that when people do the motivation in our company assignment, their tendency is to focus almost exclusively on their own theory or theories that they were assigned to work on and then miss the bigger picture. So the goal now is for you to be thinking about all of these theories collectively and the implications. So the title is How Can You Be Motivated, which may seem like a weird title, but let me give you the scenario. So I'm posing a scenario about you and in a situation where you're actually unmotivated. And the question is, what can your manager do about it? Now, let's give the pseudo scenario. It's 2013 and you're just about to graduate from Queens with a business degree or a degree in business finance. Again, hypothetical, but let's play with it for a while. You work full-time as an intern executive administrator at a private equity firm while maintaining a full course load. So ironically, you're not really unmotivated at all, but you're unmotivated in the context of this internship. So you're working very hard, but in the internship role, you have decided that you are unmotivated. Your boss, sensing something's wrong, comes up to you and says, hey, you've been a bit mopey lately, and your performance has dwindled. So you reply, I'm just unmotivated right now. So you're open about it. First of all, you would probably want to be wary of making that statement because it could jeopardize your job. But let's say for the sake of it, you were completely candid and your manager happened to be open to figuring out how to motivate you. So the question is, what can your boss do to create better conditions for your motivation? So what do the theories suggest overall? First, they realistically tell your manager how to think about diagnosing the situation. That becomes one of the biggest issues because the book chapter that you read basically stated that people are differentially motivated by different things, although they may have the same sets of needs, drives, etc. So different theories suggest different potential diagnoses, and frankly, they can all be very valuable. The chapter, I think, does a good job of highlighting that motivation is like a bucket, and in that bucket are a set of factors, 3 in particular: person-related factors, so things like the person's needs and drives, and are those being met; the job factor, so how is the job designed, which we also know is a very robust way of looking at motivation, how jobs are designed; and the situation or the manager. What can the manager do to create the conditions for the individual's motivation? You want to be a little bit careful about completely boxing each of these theories into one of these 3 categories because it's not quite so simple. But I do think generally they do a good job of helping delineate the level of motivation that provided by the person, him or herself, the job itself, and the manager and the context that he or she can provide. Okay, so I would ask you, I always enjoy this, what do you see? And let's see here. So if you look on one hand, you can see, you should be able to see two people here. One is a woman, okay, this way. So this is her nose. This is her jawline. She's looking away this way. This is some sort of hat, and this is her ear. You should also be able to see, so this is a younger woman looking off in this, yonder this way. There is also an older woman in this picture, which you should be able to see. Here is her nose, right here. This is her mouth. She's looking sideways kind of at the camera. And this is her chin. This is her eyeball. And this is all a very big shawl and, say, like a fur coat in here. So the reason that I point this out to you goes back to this idea that different theories suggest different potential diagnoses. The world of motivation is complex. So if you look at this picture and you just think of it as blank canvas motivation, what is it that you can diagnose from that? What is it? And if you look at things one way, that's one thing that you can see. And then if you apply a different theory, you can potentially see something else. So with that, I'm probably roughly at the 9-minute mark. So I'm going to pause and go on to the next video.